Welcome everybody to our quick look at Bridge Project, the go-to game if you want to plan, construct and test bridge building. Now this is brought to us by the same people who did the wonderful UK truck simulator that we had a look at a couple of years back. But unlike a lot of the simulation games, this looks like it could be one of those little physics puzzle things, a bit like World of Goo where you can really get your teeth into. I say that, it might not prove to be the case, but let's go and have a look and see what we can find. This is just the bridge that I just managed to complete, so we'll just tick past that. As you can see, you've got a selection of places you can build your bridges. Let's take a look, let's go for the canyon just to get us started. Nice. Arid desert, and oh, as you can see at the bottom there, looks like we're trying to get a tank over this one. It's a very rudimentary system. As you can see, you're just presented with a road with a bit of a gap in it, and a helicopter. I don't think the helicopter's got much to do with it, but let's set about trying to bridge this gap. So we've got some wood and iron available to us. First of all, just got a lot of wood. We haven't got that much iron, so we should use it sparingly. So I'm going to just get the road going first. There we go. Now just to give you an idea. Is that someone? Looks like someone's drowning down there. So obviously that's not going to work, but just to give you an example of what will happen if we just leave it like that, it's just going to implode under its own weight. So I need to reinforce that somewhat. Let's go back to our iron. These big round things you can see there, they're structure points we can build off of. So we've got one down there, and one up there, so it looks like we're going to have a bit of a topsy-turvy bridge. Let's secure there. Is that going to stretch? That's not going to stretch. Let's try and patch this up. Dink. And we're out of iron, so let's switch us back to wood. What else? It's not the prettiest of bridges, I'll give you that, but there's a certain amount of symmetry to it. Can we get rid of the? Can we get rid of the grid? Let's maybe just test it. Well, that's not going to work. That's already collapsed. Let's delete that. Try again. Any better? No, something's going horribly wrong there. One of the features advertised on the box was the fact you had dynamic cameras. So let's test that to the full. Center ourselves, away we go. So that we built our bridge, in comes the traffic. So the cars have successfully negotiated it. Some cheering in the backgrounds from. So there's also some bridge fans on those coaches. And even the military can't break this monumental piece of engineering. And we've got high school? Fantastic. Now, I would be lying to you if I said it got any more exciting than that. There's a variety of places you can go, equipment that you can use on it. So for instance here it looks like we've got some suspension cables, so let's see what and we've got to get a train over. Quite how the train and the cars are going to go over at the same time I'm yet to fathom, but let's see what we can do. Where can we string this? Because I can see there's structure points there. Is that going to help me? Okay, so we got some points there. Let's grab our suspension cable, string it between there, get it droop. There we go. Set that going, and then on the other side, bam. Okay, let's give ourselves some colour back. Recenter. And let's get this. Let me select it. That's not let me select it. Just undo. Let's do that. I want to give ourselves another structure point there. Bam. I reckon there's almost a chance we could do this without wood. This day and age, wood seems a bit antiquated. Quite sure what it's shouting at me, minimal size, minimal size. Let go. Right. Like a piece of wonder there. That's on the left. You can see it gives us all the camera angles here. And top view. Possibly quite useless. Let's give that a go. See how it breaks. Yeah. Oh, it's broken already, which is fantastic. Let's watch as the coaches go over. Well, it's surviving quite well considering it's falling apart at one end. See if the holiday makers notice. You think one of them might pull over and tell someone about this, but no, they just don't care. Oh, I like that. I like that. The graffiti is already on the train. It's the touches that make it. And despite the train actually pulling my bridge further to pieces, we somehow passed that test. Congratulations. I'm sure the townsfolk will be wonderful. Let's move on to a different place before they realise what a slapdash job we've done. See, it's nice rolling hills over there. Oh, we've got some pistons. I haven't played with pistons much. I did try and have a look before we started this, just so I wouldn't embarrass myself with anything. Quick tweak in the options and I'm back. So we've got a lot of structure points either side and a big gap to fill, and some pistons. So I'm guessing we've got to let a boat through. Where's the... let's quickly test that. Yep, we've got to get a boat through. So... let's do this. We've got some proper steel as well. So let's use the steel. How far is it going to let us do that? Okay, it's going to do 2 squares. So let's do that. Out to there. And there and that. So still got a lot of it, so let's put some supports in. You'll find that over a while my bridges become quite predictable. Lots of triangles. In fairness, they don't give me too much else to work with. There's no gargoyles or Gothic pillars we can put up. We're just working with diagonals here. Just to show willing, we'll tie them together. Right, and now we've got to get that bridge open, so let's grab a piston. And somehow, will that stretch? It's going to be too far? It's going to be too far. Okay, let's get that there. Then we need to obviously attach it to something, otherwise it'll just... Oh, we've run out. We've run out. Let's switch to the iron, see if that holds up to scrutiny. Ding, ding. Right, so we have a very lovely bridge. Lovely bridge. Now what we need to do is make sure that opens. So let's select that. Let's go. Let's skip straight to, you can see you can test pretty much anything. Oh, good. Earthquake. Or an up bridge test. We'll have a look at those in a minute. For the moment, let's see what the... Well, the red says it's under a lot of stress, but generally that looks alright. That's going to fit straight through. Let's go back to editing. Actually, I'm intrigued now. I can't go any further. I have to see what the earthquake test is. Well, seems to be a camera wobble. None of the windmills or the pylons in the background have fallen down, so I'd say bravo all round to the engineers involved in this scene. Okay, let's... There's a button flashing at me, so I think it wants me to get on with it. Let's do this. Let's have a look at another one of the car cameras. Red is the stress. Through. Got one done. Here comes the boat. Anything different? No, just a glitch. Just a glitch. Nope, nothing. Nothing but the default camera here. And that's successfully passed. Is that a Danish? Is that a Danish flag on the back there? Yes. We're in the land of Lego, where all the best bridges are built. Now I'm partially worried about how long those lifty bits. I don't know what the technical term is. Let's see what they do when the bus comes over. Well, in fairness, if this can stand an earthquake, I'd have hoped a couple of buses wouldn't have brought it down. I think by comparison, these 5 cars, let's just get them off quicker. And unlike last time, no bits were falling off at the end of it. Right, how does that compare to the world? What's everyone else doing? Someone's managed it in 10 pieces. They've just basically they seem to have just gone straight across with adamantium pieces, I can only assume. And I'm slightly over budget when it's compared to God bless Holger. She's always one known for her bridge building. Right, so let's take one more look, see if there's any more exciting pieces within reason. No, I think the gaps just get bigger. The gaps just get bigger. Go on, one more. Let's finish this off then. Now I'm going to start with wood. I've got this feeling the wood could be the lightest of the lot. I don't know. I could be completely mistaken, but I'm going to go with the fact that I'd prefer the metal reinforcing. Let's take that there. Steel. I'm just going to assume that steel is better. So let's get some aesthetics going here. Let's even undo that. Let's take that to there, that to there. Look at this nice arch we've got going here. When I say here, I mean completely misjudged. Let's over and out. Is that it? We're gonna have to cut a corner. Try that there. Now there is an expert mode. Now, all I know is it puts a lot of options up that are just a bit confusing, because you can build in different planes, so you can shift the grid backwards and forwards. I think that's how you can be fancy. You can basically try and balance an entire road on just one central girder. But I don't think we're quite at that level of expertise yet. Let's go back to normal. Yeah, let's leave that well alone. Seeing the state of our last suspension bridge, I don't think we're quite in a position to tackle half of those options just yet. So let's reinforce this bad boy. Can't really see what's going on. Let's see if this slightly better. Do need to do that. We got enough left for the other side? Possibly. Let's quickly throw it in. Now, I have to admit, I never had Meccano as a child. I was definitely a Lego man. So my bridges were always quite solid, brick built, shall we say, rather than girders. So, could explain a gap in my expertise here. Yeah, well, let's give that a go. I'm quite confident that won't at least embarrass us. Let's see what's coming. That's flashing nervously already. Well, our lack of... Oh, that could be... What is going on down there? Well... yeah. I can only apologise to all the families on that bus. Well, when it goes, it goes. That's quite impressive. So I'm guessing that's not a good idea there, unless we can try and reinforce it from above. You might have seen this pattern before, but it's tried and tested. Let's see if we can shore it up before transport police get to us. Just for extra measure. We use it. Well, we've got a lot of wood left, at worst. Here we go. It's glowing red. Okay, we're slightly better off. There's less blood on our hands this time around. I do like the way the cars actually speed up as they reach the bridge, as if they know there might be some doom looming around the bend. Let's get off the bridge as quickly as possible. Oh, that... Don't get dragged, don't get dragged. I was about... Oh no. I was about to say, well, at least there was no human fatalities on that, but they dragged the engine back in. I think we should stop that. Let's stop the official tests. No, it's you can just carry on hearing the explosions in the background. Let's see what else we can do. We're gonna have enough to. I think it's all because of that one there. If that was steel, we might be all right. So let's try and. Is this cutting corners? Let's put that one back there. Is that going to... Well, I'm not quite sure how we managed it, but we managed to do it all with steel that time. Let's get our remaining... Oh dear. Let's try and rebalance this. Let's delete that. There's a certain amount of symmetry that I like, so even if it goes tits up, it has to look tidy before we even consider it. No, that's gone wrong. Right, the train. Let's just go straight to it. 100 tons worth of train. Oh, they had a couple more coaches, isn't it? That's not looking too bad. I might just quickly shore up a couple here. You can see this is how the high scores come in. I mean, at the moment I'm obviously just trying to stop the loss of human lives as they try and test my structure. So, but I'm sure you can cut corners and cut corners. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where are they? I just haven't pressed the button. Here we go. Let's go for some action cam as well. Dramatic mood colour there. I feel that's almost ironic applause in the background. Right, here we go. There's some nasty noises, but it's hold. It's managed to stand up to the might of Thomas. Oh, is it just the one? Hurrah! Now I'm sure Helga will have done it far better. Yes, yeah, she's moved up. She was third on the last leaderboard, but she's managed to get second cheapest here. Obviously a tester, obviously. And so that is Bridge Project. You can build bridges in literally 4 places, which is a bit unfair. We just head back to the more options. Where is it? There's a whole load of things that you can play custom maps. I'm sure there's a. I'm getting lost in the Mindjings here. There's about 16 levels on each of them, so you got about 64 maps that you can build with, and they go from the suspension bridges right the way up to something like the 4th road bridge with concrete blocks and everything. But I feel we'll be here till tomorrow if we try to show you that. So just have a. I'll show you this pretty background before we go anyway. You basically get to Sully and National Park. But yes, Bridge Project.